Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you in the name of purpose, vision, and destiny. Today we gather to explore one of the most powerful and transformative forces in life, leadership and discipline. Leadership without discipline is like a ship without a rudder. It may move, but it will never reach its intended destination. Discipline without leadership is like a tool without a craftsman. It has potential, but it lacks direction. But when these two forces work together in harmony, they form the foundation of extraordinary success. In the words of the great philosopher Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This, my friends, encapsulates the essence of what we are about to explore. How wisdom in leadership is directly tied to the discipline we cultivate within ourselves. Now, let me present to you 3 key points on wisdom, on leadership and discipline. Leadership is a concept that has been studied, discussed, and practiced for millennia. It is an ever-evolving idea that continues to shape the way people govern, manage, and inspire others. However, there is a critical distinction that often gets overlooked in our understanding of leadership. Leadership is about influence, not authority. The traditional view of leadership often associates it with power, control, and dominance, with an emphasis on authority. But the truth is, the most effective leaders do not rely on authority alone. They lead through influence. This idea challenges the conventional mindset that leadership is solely about having a title or position of power. Instead, it invites us to recognize that leadership is about how we impact others and inspire them to take action. At the heart of this concept is the understanding that leadership is not just about commanding others to follow, but about creating an environment where people are motivated and empowered to follow voluntarily. Influence in this sense is far more powerful than authority because it comes from a place of respect, trust, and inspiration rather than fear, coercion, or force. True leadership is not measured by the number of people who report to you, nor the amount of control you have over them. Instead, it is measured by the extent to which you can positively influence those around you, helping them grow, develop, and achieve their potential. When we speak of authority, we're often talking about a position granted by a formal system, be it a government, an organization, or any other structured entity. Authority gives a person the right to make decisions, issue orders, and expect compliance. It is a top-down structure that can be necessary in certain circumstances, such as in law enforcement or military settings. However, while authority can compel people to obey, it does not guarantee respect, loyalty, or long-term success. Authority based solely on position or rank can create an environment of fear, resentment, and compliance without passion. People may follow instructions, but they do so because they are obligated, not because they believe in the mission or the leader's vision. In contrast, influence is the ability to shape or change the attitudes, behaviors, and thoughts of others, not through mandates or decrees, but through personal example, integrity, wisdom, and connection. When a leader leads with influence, people are motivated to follow because they're inspired by the leader's character, vision, and the trust they have in the leader's abilities. Influence transcends position. It is something that is earned and cultivated over time, built on relationships, and rooted in the genuine concern for the well-being and success of others. A leader with influence creates a culture of mutual respect, where people are encouraged to bring their best selves to the table and contribute to the collective success. It is essential to understand that leadership, when it is based on influence, empowers people to think for themselves, take ownership of their actions, and work toward a shared goal with enthusiasm and commitment. A leader who wields authority may command obedience, but a leader who exerts influence will inspire action. Authority can force compliance, but influence elicits collaboration and fosters a sense of purpose. In a world where organizations and teams are increasingly diverse, interconnected, and fast-paced, the need for leaders who lead with influence has never been more crucial. In traditional hierarchical systems, authority was often the primary tool for leaders to enforce compliance and maintain control. However, in today's globalized and information-driven society, leaders who rely solely on authority struggle to keep up. People are no longer content to simply follow orders. They seek leaders who inspire them, who understand their needs, and who make them feel valued and respected. Moreover, in the context of leadership, influence is not a one-way street. It is reciprocal. While a leader influences those they lead, those being led also have the power to influence the leader. In this dynamic relationship, effective leaders are those who listen, engage, and adapt based on feedback. A leader who is open to the perspectives and ideas of others will foster an environment where creativity, innovation, and collaboration can thrive. When influence is mutual, the leader does not only guide the team, but also learns from them, creating a culture of continuous growth and improvement. One of the most profound aspects of influence-based leadership is the ability to create a vision that others willingly align with. A leader with authority may impose a vision upon a group, but a leader with influence shares a compelling vision that others are drawn to and excited about. This vision is not just a set of objectives or goals. It is a larger purpose that resonates with people on a deep level. It aligns with their values, aspirations, and sense of meaning. People do not simply follow because they have to, they follow because they want to. They feel a connection to the leader's vision, and they see their own potential and purpose within that vision. A leader who leads with influence has the capacity to make others feel that they are a part of something greater than themselves. This sense of belonging and purpose can be incredibly motivating. It drives people to give their best, not because they fear the consequences of failure, but because they believe in the mission and are committed to seeing it succeed. The power of influence lies in the ability to create a collective sense of ownership and shared responsibility for success. Influence-based leadership also emphasizes the importance of authenticity. People are naturally drawn to leaders who are genuine, transparent, and consistent in their actions. A leader who practices what they preach builds trust and credibility, which are foundational elements of influence. When people see that their leader is authentic, they are more likely to trust their judgment, follow their example, and be willing to work towards the common goals the leader has set. Authenticity fosters a sense of safety, where people feel comfortable sharing their ideas, taking risks, and contributing to the organization's success without fear of judgment or reprisal. Another powerful aspect of leadership by influence is that it encourages accountability at all levels. When leaders lead through influence, they create an environment where individuals feel a deep sense of personal responsibility for the outcomes of their actions. People are more likely to hold themselves accountable when they feel a connection to the leader and to the collective vision, rather than feeling forced into compliance. Individuals take ownership of their role within the larger mission, knowing that their contributions are valued and impactful. This approach to leadership also helps build a strong organizational culture. When influence is the primary tool of leadership, a culture of respect, collaboration, and empowerment naturally emerges. People are not afraid to speak up, share ideas, or challenge the status quo because they know that their voices are heard and respected. This creates an atmosphere where innovation flourishes, where team members feel supported in their growth, and where everyone is aligned toward achieving shared goals. A culture built on influence is a culture that thrives in the long term. One of the clearest examples of leadership based on influence is the leadership style of great visionaries such as Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr. These leaders did not rely on authority to demand obedience. They led through the power of their convictions, the strength of their moral character, and the clarity of their vision. They influenced millions of people not through commands, but by inspiring others to believe in the possibility of the better future and to act toward that future with courage and determination. Their influence was not based on titles, positions, or authority, but on the trust they had earned and the deep connections they forged with those they led. In our daily lives, whether in the workplace, in our families, or in our communities, we too have the opportunity to lead through influence. We may not hold formal positions of authority, but we can all lead by example, inspire others through our actions, and create environments where people feel valued and motivated to contribute their best. The most successful leaders are those who understand that leadership is not about commanding others, but about empowering them to reach their fullest potential and to collectively pursue a shared vision with passion and purpose. Discipline is one of the most critical qualities that shapes not only an individual's character, but also their long-term success. It is often described as the ability to control oneself and make consistent, purposeful decisions in pursuit of a specific goal or value. But discipline goes far beyond just doing what is required. It shapes the very essence of who we are and defines our capacity to rise above challenges, resist distractions, and commit to the actions necessary for achieving our aspirations. The role of discipline in shaping success cannot be overstated because it is in many ways the bridge between intention and realization. It is the tool that transforms dreams into tangible outcomes, the foundation upon which personal growth is built, and the driver of consistent effort toward achieving excellence. When we talk about discipline shaping character, it is essential to understand that character is not a fixed trait, but something that is developed over time through the choices we make and the actions we take. A person's character is a reflection of their internal values, beliefs, and behaviors. And discipline is the force that enables us to act in alignment with those values. It forces us to confront the part of ourselves that may seek shortcuts, procrastination, or instant gratification, and instead teaches us the art of consistency, delayed gratification, and perseverance. Character, in its truest form, is shaped by the small, seemingly insignificant decisions we make every day. The discipline to wake up early, to adhere to a schedule, to resist the urge to give up when faced with difficulty, and to follow through on commitments is what forms the bedrock of strong character. Discipline trains the mind and emotions to act in accordance with what we know is right, even when our feelings may tell us to do otherwise. It builds mental strength and resilience, teaching us that the path to personal greatness is not always easy or comfortable, but requires effort, determination, and a steadfast commitment to doing what is necessary to achieve success. Without discipline, even the most well-intentioned individuals will struggle to achieve their goals. We all have moments of inspiration, bursts of enthusiasm, and a vision of where we want to go, but without discipline, those moments are fleeting. Success requires more than just fleeting enthusiasm. It requires sustained effort over time, a commitment to putting in the work even when the novelty of a goal wears off. Discipline is the key to creating habits that support long-term success, and these habits in turn shape the trajectory of our lives. It's the habits of servants, as I'm writing these lines down, that I share with you and me today. One of the most important roles of discipline is its capacity to foster consistency. Consistency is what separates those who achieve great things from those who merely dream of them. The path to success is not a straight line, and there will be times when the journey is fraught with obstacles, setbacks, and discouragement. Discipline allows us to persist through these challenges by keeping us focused on the end goal. It helps us stay consistent in our actions, even when things are difficult, because we know that each small step taken in the right direction is progress, no matter how slow it may seem. In this way, discipline ensures that we are not swayed by momentary setbacks or challenges, but remain firmly committed to the work that needs to be done. Success, especially the kind that lasts, is built upon consistency, and consistency is born from discipline. When we are disciplined in our actions, we begin to create a rhythm of achievement. We don't rely on motivation alone, which can come and go. Instead, we rely on discipline, which is the act of choosing to take action even when we don't feel like it. Over time, this discipline becomes ingrained in our character. We no longer have to force ourselves to show up, to put in the effort, or to maintain our focus. It becomes a habit, a natural part of who we are. This is where true success is found, in the quiet, everyday discipline that forms the foundation of our actions and thoughts. Discipline also plays a crucial role in shaping success by helping us develop the ability to delay gratification. In a world that often promotes instant results, immediate rewards, and the quick fix, the ability to delay gratification is a powerful skill. It requires the strength to resist the temptation of short-term pleasures in favor of long-term gains. This is where the discipline to stay the course becomes vital. Success, particularly the kind that is meaningful and lasting, rarely comes overnight. It is earned through incremental progress, sustained effort, and the ability to sacrifice short-term desires for long-term fulfillment. Many people struggle with the idea of delayed gratification because our natural instincts often push us toward immediate rewards. However, the successful individual understands that the path to greatness is paved with small sacrifices. Discipline teaches us to focus on the bigger picture, to set aside temporary comforts, and to invest our energy in actions that will lead to lasting success. Whether it's the discipline to save money rather than spend it, to study for hours rather than indulge in distractions, or to train rigorously instead of resting, every act of delayed gratification reinforces the habits that lead to success. Furthermore, discipline helps us stay focused on the goals we have set for ourselves. In life, distractions are inevitable, and we are constantly bombarded with competing priorities and opportunities. Without discipline, it's easy to become sidetracked, to pursue multiple paths without ever truly committing to one. Discipline enables us to say no to distractions, to prioritize our time, and to allocate our energy toward the things that matter most. It keeps us grounded in our mission and allows us to avoid the temptation to chase every fleeting opportunity that may come our way. The ability to focus is a cornerstone of success. When we are disciplined in our actions, we create the mental space needed to direct our attention to what truly matters. We don't waste time on trivial tasks or get bogged down by distractions. Instead, we focus on the activities that align with our values, move us closer to our goals, and contribute to our growth. This laser-like focus is a direct result of the discipline we cultivate in our lives, and it is one of the most important factors in achieving success. Discipline is also a key component of developing emotional control. Our emotions can be powerful, and at times they may push us to act impulsively or irrationally. Discipline teaches us to manage our emotions and not let them dictate our actions. It helps us to stay calm in the face of adversity, to remain patient when things don't go according to plan, and to persist even when we feel frustrated. Emotional control is essential for success because it allows us to make clear-headed decisions, to remain focused on our long-term objectives, and to respond to challenges with wisdom rather than reacting impulsively. The ability to control our emotions also plays a significant role in our relationships. Whether we are working with colleagues, leading a team, or navigating personal relationships, our ability to exercise self-discipline in how we respond to others is critical. The disciplined individual is able to maintain composure, manage conflict, and communicate effectively, all of which are crucial skills for success in both personal and professional contexts. In the pursuit of success, discipline is also necessary for cultivating a strong work ethic. A work ethic grounded in discipline is the difference between working hard and working smart. It's about showing up every day, putting in the necessary effort, and maintaining a high standard of excellence in everything you do. This work ethic shapes our success because it fosters an attitude of accountability. A disciplined individual holds themselves responsible for their actions and the results they produce. They don't make excuses or blame others when things go wrong. They take ownership of their decisions and their outcomes, learning from their mistakes and continually striving to improve. Success does not come to those who lack discipline. It is the disciplined person who understands that greatness is not achieved through shortcuts, but through dedication, hard work, and a consistent effort to improve. It is the disciplined person who makes progress every day, who learns from their failures, and who refuses to quit when faced with challenges. Discipline is the quality that makes success sustainable, the glue that holds together the various elements of personal growth and achievement. It shapes who we are and ultimately determines what we will become. Without discipline, our dreams will remain just that, dreams. But with discipline, those dreams can be transformed into reality. Discipline in leadership is the key to sustainable growth. A wise leader knows that leadership is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Many start strong but falter along the way because they lack the endurance to keep going. Endurance comes through discipline. Discipline helps you stay focused on your vision, even when the road is long and difficult. It builds the internal strength to overcome obstacles, withstand setbacks, and remain faithful to the mission. Leaders who lack discipline will eventually burn out. But those who cultivate discipline within themselves will experience sustainable growth, both personally and within the organizations they lead. True leadership is not just about achieving success in the short term. It is about creating a legacy that lasts. And that legacy is built upon the consistent application of discipline in every area of your life. My friends, leadership and discipline are inseparable. Discipline is the backbone of great leadership. It shapes our character, empowers us to influence others, and ensures that our success is not fleeting but lasting. As leaders, we must commit to the discipline of personal growth, to the discipline of integrity, and to the discipline of consistency in all that we do. Only then can we fulfill our purpose and leave a legacy that impacts generations to come. Remember, the greatest leaders are those who lead themselves first. Let your discipline be the compass that guides you, and your leadership will be a beacon that lights the way for others. Los Angeles. Thank you, and may wisdom and discipline guide your path to greatness.